Today we're going to talk about memorizing God's Word. This is Body Life 201, Discovering How to Grow. We talk about memorizing God's Word. We need to recognize that memorizing it brings incredible blessings like increased power, faith, guidance, and anyone can do it, really. I hear all of the normal excuses. I don't have time. I wasn't good in school. I don't like to read. I don't like to memorize. But we need to recognize that these incredible blessings that come by memorizing God's Word. And we've shown that anyone can do it, from the youngest to the oldest, from those who have destroyed their lives with drugs and alcohol, to those who've never had anything destroy brain cells. Anyone can do it, really. Some practical suggestions for memorizing God's Word. First of all, have a plan. Either a store-bought plan like the Navigators, which I highly recommend, or your own. 2. Have note cards for each verse to refer to and to keep with you. 3. Memorize verses word for word from one translation along with the reference. 4. Have some accountability, either personally or with someone else. And 5. Review any time and any place you have a chance. One of my favorite ways of memorizing God's Word in the early days was to write down on 3x5 cards verses, word for word, along with the reference point, and then place them on the visor in my car. And with 2 rubber bands, just put 2 rubber bands on your visor, put your 3x5 cards there, and when you're stopped at a red light, flip the visor down, and there it is. Voila. To study and practice all that wasted time while we're sitting at red lights, it is a great way to spend that time. Why memorize God's Word? Well, Proverbs 7:2 says, "Keep my commandments and live, and my teaching as the apple of your eye." Psalm 119:11 says, "Your word I've treasured in my heart, that I may not sin against you." Next week we'll talk about meditating on God's Word.